You see, in the Bible, we have got so many people who are polygamous. Plenty. Okay?
Plenty.
And you know, to go into polygamous, you must be a financial heavyweight. You need to have money, you need to have things. Okay? And those who agree to get married to such a person is because they lack something. They don't have something. Those beautiful girls from families that are poor, and the father say, hey, I think I can earn something out of my daughter, just go for that man. And then polygamous starts. Okay? So now, is it a sin? It is a sin if the time you did it, you didn't have Jesus. You didn't know God. It cannot be sin.
Okay.
It cannot be sin if you married them before you repented or before you found God life. So, marrying them after.
So wait, what?
Yeah.
Can you say that again? Did you get that?
Yeah.
I got it.
I didn't get it. I want you to repeat it.
It is not a sin if you entered into polygamous marriage before you repented.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not. All right.
But it becomes a problem and is sin after knowing Jesus. You are a registered worshiper.
Yeah.
You go somewhere and they know you what and what. Then there it becomes something.
Okay.
But it's not a sin that can take you to death or knock you out of heaven.
Is it cheating?
From who?
The question is a polygamous marriage considered cheating? Like, considered as cheating?
Cheating.
Yes, is it cheating?
It's not. There are some tribes like the Ilas and the Maasais, you know. You even tell your my guru, I want to marry now. Even the Mandev guys, the Zulu, you know, you tell them my guru, and the my guru appends. He authenticates. Can you bring one? Can you bring two? Can you bring three? That's how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's not cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
Like if everybody knows about it,
Yeah.
and agreed to it,
Yes.
it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
Okay. All right. That's amazing.
Wow, that's a very good, topic, I believe the viewers out there, they're expecting us to hear our views as, clergy, and I also go the way the man of God has gone. Let me say this, marriage itself, whether you are a Christian or you're not a Christian, it's God's, word that he, allows for every man and a woman. Biblically, if you go to, Genesis, God says it's not good for a man to be alone. I will create the helper. And when we go back to the blueprint of a marriage, we see, for me personally as a pastor, to say that, a man is supposed to have one wife. But because, people, the way we want things to be, like we hear about my guru sometimes authorize, said, I think, as a man you can have this, like when you look at the story of Sarah, issues that comes in the marriage where you find that maybe there is, barrenness. Yeah. A woman said, sir, I think you can have another one. But the best way to go as a Christian, or if you're not even a Christian, I think go for one wife and it will help you.
I want to end with this, and I want you to quickly touch it.
Amen.
Everybody in 30 seconds. All right. So, before we were Christians, we were Africans.
Really?
Exactly.
And we are still African.
Correct. Yes.
And in Africa, polygamy is not an issue.
Yes.
It's actually encouraged. Especially, even here in this country, there are quite a number of polygamies, polygamies or monopolies, or there's quite a number of them. And it's a culture that we are trying to sideline, where it cannot be sidelined. That is why, by law, it's only one person, but if you're going to go cultural, where you can have as many wives as, and there's no problem about it.
Yeah.
So, before the Bible, there was Africa, and it was okay.
And there was marriage.
And there was marriage, and it was okay. So why has it become a problem now? When the missionaries came and said, no, this is what you were supposed to follow.
You see, what the marriage has got, it has got an aspect of inheritance. It has got an aspect of wealthy and control. Okay? So, the whites were so clever that if we leave these guys to be doing the way they will be populated, there will be too many. That was the war between King Balaki and Balaam, the false prophet, King Balak engaged Balaam to come and insult and, and just curse the children of Israel. And the problem of King Balak, there are too many, they will take over my land. That was the problem of King Balaki. Even the whites, when they came into Africa, that's what they were looking at. If we leave them now to go this way, we will not manage to conquer them.
Okay.
So can we just put them, say, one wife, one Adam, one Eva? You see? Something like that. Otherwise, you see, hey, polygamy.
What's for lunch?
Oh, Jesus.
What's for lunch?
What's for lunch? I want beef today.
Yeah, I think
white meat.
With this topic,
not too strong. I just want some proteins.
Some protein.
Yeah.
Yes, Diana. We were Africans. Now we are Christians. Are we going to throw that Africanness out of us?
Yes, we're going to throw it
Okay,
away. The
all
fact
right.
that we're Africans doesn't mean everything that we did before.
But you know it's the West that brought the Bible.
Correct.
I know that, which
Okay.
is a very good thing.
Okay.
Because we were blind to the fact that God exists, Jesus Christ exists. And the fact that these missionaries brought the Bible and introduced God to us as Africans is a good thing. So because we were doing it as Africans doesn't mean it's right.
So it was wrong in the first place?
Yes,
Like,
it was-
even in
like I said, a sin is a
BC?
sin, whether you know it or you don't know it. But if you don't know it, you can be excused because you didn't know that it's a sin. But then it doesn't change the fact that it's a sin. And in as much as Apostle has said, why are there things like, Solomon marrying so many wives, even the verse he quoted saying one man will marry many women. It doesn't mean just because it's in the Bible, then it's right. There are certain things that are in the Bible for us to look out for, or for us to learn from them. There are certain things that are there to say, this is coming, watch out. Not that if it's stated, then it should be done. No. So if you ask me, polygamy is wrong, it's a sin. And even 1 Corinthians chapter 6 clearly says, there are things that actually get evoked. Because if you're married to many women, there's sexual immorality there. I'm not going to go into detail, but there are certain things that get evoked. There's sexual immorality. There will be envy that's going to be evoked. There will be jealousy that's going to be invoked. And now there will just be tension everywhere. And even the Bible clearly says, he who sins in the flesh sins against his own body. So there are just so many things that are wrapped around polygamy that most of us don't consider. So to me, it's a sin, it's cheating.